now, I'm 70 years old, going on it, and the music hasn't changed, it's got better, just like fine wine. So now I'm here to talk to you again about different things and about different things I've been doing. I've got lucky, I was on DJ Tour's DVD that he did called New Oakland. I was on K-Pool, 2 or 3 hour show there. And I was able to play a lot of different music from that time. I was able to use some records from the East Bay, but a lot of them came from in Detroit and all over. So I was able to mix up stuff and come up with a pretty good show. I used to go to the Buffet in San Francisco, which was a jazz club, and I happened to see a lot of people like Rashad Roland Kirk. Freddie Robinson plays the guitar. He did one called Black Fox, which was a semi-hit in the early 70s. I saw Miles Davis there, and during this time, I was able to meet people like Major Harris that did Love Don't Make Me Wait. I was able to meet Sammy Strain of the OJs. Went to school with Ruth Porter and Larry Graham. We were in choir together. I couldn't sing, they could both of them could sing good. Johnny Guitar Watson. I met, my landlord was his first cousin. Barbara Cook, Sam Cook's wife. She used to come into town and stay at this lady's home named Miss Monroe on 19th Street. Big Mama Thornton stayed across the street. The Coasters came down to the pool hall that was on 18th and Market years ago. Adolph Jacobs, that was kin to the Jacobs family that owned Jacobs Bakery on 13th Street. He was the lead guitarist. All that good licks that you hear on the Coasters, that's Adolph Jacobs. Bobby Forte, he went to McClamis, and he was the lead sax for Bobby Bland and also B.B. King. And you could maybe see him on old video of him playing. There was a lot of people during that time that I got a chance to see over a period of time.
And also, sorry to interrupt, but also too, there was an awful lot of places that were around then and no longer here that you talked about. Like you talked about the place there on Market, but all of West Oakland got wiped out by the BART construction, right? All that whole scene.
No doubt about it. We lost everything. People don't understand the music that we lost. We lost Slim Jenkins' place. We lost the bowling alley. She took Little Esther's. We had all those places down there on 7th Street. It had a bowling alley. We had Earl's Barbecue, which is the best barbecue in the world, bar none. I wish that was still happening. But the funny thing about it was that we lost so much. James Brown dropped the Flames. In 1959, 1960, he dropped the original Flames off in Oakland and left them. And they became the famous Flames, and they did Get the Steppin' Little Girl and Do You Remember on a San Francisco label. I happen to have that record somewhere in my collection, but I remember we used to watch them at the Cliff Club, standing up and talking all the time, dressing and resting as we call it. That's what West Oakland and 7th Street was the main attraction. And I told you before, the Temptations, Continental Club. Continental Club had everybody. Richard Berry, Sugar Pie Samuel and her husband, Pee Wee Clayton. They would all come there. Bland, from who I can remember, Bobby Bland played there a lot. Everybody, but Slim Jenkins in the 50s was the premier club in Oakland for entertainment. Big Joe Turner, Arthur Prysock, you got it, everybody used to like our jazz singer Jimmy Witherspoon, the old blues singer Noel Folsom, Jimmy McCracklin. All those guys played all around the clubs. There was always something jumping, and then Tina Turner, they played the Continental Club, all the time. It was part of the Chitlin circuit. And the first time that the Temptations and the second time that the Temptations came to Oakland, it was at the Continental Club, nowhere else. The next time their venue was Big Time after that. But the first two times, the Getting Ready album in '66, they were at the Continental Club. I want everybody to understand that. And everybody used to come and play. Spider Turner, everybody would play the Chitlin Circus all around. They had all clubs all over. They had a club over on San Pablo where a lot of people played at. And during the time that I was coming up, the Oakland Auditorium was the place to be. Believe me what I'm telling you. You had all these groups that came through there. Everybody played that in the Sweets Ballroom. If you want to go back and you can get anything old on the Sweets Ballroom in the Oakland Municipal Auditorium, you go get the best music ever. Louis Jordan was here all the time. I mean, everybody, Rochester, all the movie stars. They came in on the train, 16th Street Station. We used to stay at 16th Street Station just to see who was coming in. So now you had everybody came here to Oakland. Oakland at that time had the largest populations of blacks on the West Coast. I want you to know that. And everything that they did, I can remember them putting the railroad tracks right down the middle of Union Street, where everybody's homes was, and right by school. You understand, they put a train there. And the train tracks, if they haven't took them up, it's still there. You know, and then they built Acorn. That was a bad thing. All the beautiful Victorians, they tore down from 8th and Union all the way back to Fresh. So you can see what we lost in that time. We had all the great entertainers would be here all the time because they couldn't stay in the hotels. The only hotel they stayed in was the Continental Club and the little flea bags that they had around the train station. So now, if you're talking about it, you want to know about different things and music and whatnot, you got to understand that. Now, everybody's getting old now, and I'm one of the younger guys that came in with the guys that came here that say were born in the 40s. Well, I'm in the middle. I know all the people that was in the 40s and some that was in the 30s, and I know all the people past that. So I got a chance to see some of everybody. I went to every show. I don't went to shows that you can't even believe I don't forget. I was at the Alamont Pass when the Rolling Stones came. I was there. I was at the Keystone Corner. I was at the Fillmore. I was at the Cow Palace. I didn't miss no shows during that time. I saw everybody that was anybody. I saw Albert King. I saw the guys that came here. They did a record called She Loves So Easy. Sonny, Terry, and McGee, the two blues singers, they both played at Mr. D's along with Marvin Gaye and Eddie Kendricks. I saw Parliament before they became Funkadelic, and they did I Want to Testify. I saw some of everybody, and I happened to be in line with Billy Eckstein one night. He was over there. That was Basin Street West in San Francisco. When the earthquake came, that knocked out that venue. See, so we've been losing venues all around here. But at one time, it was the place to go. This is how it goes. San Francisco, sophisticated jazz. Oakland, rhythm and blues. And you got to understand that the rhythm and blues and the singers that were singing the Chitlin Circus, they didn't stay in San Francisco, they stayed in Oakland. And they played in Oakland. I want you to understand that. That was the difference. The jazz people played, they stayed at the Manor Plaza, where all the heroin shooters were when we were coming up, the White Elephant. That was over there on Fillmore. So, you know, all those times I was able to see the Black Hawk in San Francisco. They used to let us come in. I came in with my stepfather, and we saw Miles Davis when he did Live at the Black Hawk, and they let me drink Coke and listen to jazz, even though I was too young to understand it. I went over there with him, and that was the beginning of me knowing about music. I could go back in my mind and tell you the first records I heard was Bad Bad Whiskey, 60 Minute Man. That's 1951. That's how far I go back in music in terms of what I do and what I was listening. So I've been listening to music since '51. I know songs that people can't even believe that I know, and they're older than me. But I love music so that I slept on it. And I just had the old Raggedy Tube radio that I kept low, and I listened to music all night. I worked for Rockin' Lucky. He used to go to sleep all the time when we'd be in our cars riding teenagers with our girlfriends. He would go to sleep, and we had to go there and knock on the window and wake him up so we could keep on hearing music while we would ride that night. See, so it was a lot of things that Oakland was doing then that's not happening now. And I know we can't bring it back, but the venue that we really truly need, we need the music venue.